let's say we put €1 on advertising. It brings us €10 of revenue, which means that this is 10 times, so it's 1,000%. Just a quick measurement, and you in Google Analytics as well, you have that metric. It's a quick metric to understand how many times does each of your invested ad euro bring you. And in the ad platform, so in this case Google Ads, you can say that my target return on advertising is 1,000%. So whenever algorithms think that they're willing to bring people on the site who are buying, and so that your campaign's total ROAS is under or at 1,000%, it shows the ads. So again, instead of manually changing the bids and trying to figure out how much you should be paying, you give a clear target to the ad system and let them do the work and figure out which people are worth bringing to the site to get the results. Other ones maximize conversions. Again, within the budget you give, you want the algorithms to show the ads to those who are most likely to convert. Conversion, again, it depends what you say is a conversion. Conversion could be a purchase, it could be filling of a form, it could be joining a newsletter. But the goal there is within a set budget that you say you want to maximize the number of conversions. Maximize conversion value. So if you have set a value to a conversion, you want to maximize that. Maximize clicks for a set budget. Bring me as many clicks as possible. Target impression share. So if you run, for example, search advertising and you want to be visible to at least 90% of all the searches to the related terms, you can use that. And target outranking share. So if you have a fierce competitor who you always want to be ahead of, you can also tell that I want to be ahead of this competitor 90% of the time. So it's the different objectives you give the ad systems. So instead of having to manually sort of manage all the bids and everything, you can use the existing sort of algorithmic strategies to manage your campaigns. And again, this all goes back to it really depends on, for each campaign, for which stage of the customer you're targeting and what's your end goal. And based on that, you can choose the bidding models as well. So here as well, we've seen a sort of great movement over the past couple of years. As with ads, instead of having to create your own ads, you can upload a pool of assets and the ads are created for you. And same for campaign optimization. Coming from, you had to manually set your bids, how much you're willing to pay. Now you tell the ad systems what your target is, what your goal is, and you let them do most of the work. And in many cases, they do it better than any person.
The target return on advertising spend seems like a risk-free opportunity.
Yeah, most of the time. If you know, here you basically have to take into account what your margin is. So if you have a software company where your margins might be 97, then your target ROAS could be anything 101% and you are profitable. If you have an online store where your margins are 5%, then you need at least 2,000% ROAS. So you just need to do some math beforehand, before you give the goals. And this usually, even with big online stores, the target can never be only one number for the whole store. So based on categories, margins are different. And
so there's no limit for the number?
There's no limit.
So basically I could run free ads if I get no buys?
You still pay for clicks. So these are optimization models, but usually under that, in Google's everything goes down to cost per click. So Google shows your ads based on where they think they can get the results, but you still pay for each click that comes. So free ads don't exist, but good ads and good optimization is what brings value.
But that basically applies only on web stores and stuff like that, that you can really easily calculate the return. Otherwise, it's like
Yeah. So return on advertising spend. This is online stores. This is where all the data comes in. For service companies, not really. With service companies, it's mostly the target cost per acquisition. So you usually know how much you're willing to pay for each lead, and you use that as an input to get the traffic.
Are there? I mean, I'm guessing if one would Google it, you could find like benchmarks for this in different sectors. Like not having done it to find out that okay, this is a good target cost per acquisition, that's good, and this is bad.
Yes and no. You can probably find very nice infographics and everything on click costs and CTAs. But at the end of the day, it goes back to your companies and projects economics, because the cost per acquisition for two companies in the same industry might be very different. So depending on what the process is, how well can they close deals. So again, if one company, let's take my marketing agency and my competitor, if we are twice as good as closing the deals that come in, we're willing to pay a different amount of money for the leads than the company who only closes half of the deals. So benchmarks they're good, but always need to do the calculations for your own case, because it depends.
Okay.
Yeah. Targeting methods. Here's again tons of different options. So the first one, keywords. So if you do search advertising, it's all about keywords. You tell Google, Bing, Yandex the list of keywords for which, if anybody searches those keywords or something similar to those keywords, or in their longer search, those keywords are included, show the ad. So it's very directly related to what the other person is doing, and then you show the ad. Then demographic targeting. So all of the ad platforms, you can create a demographic profile who you want to show the ads for. So women 20 to 35, men 50 to 55, and whatever other aspects there are. Then there's interest-based. So Google and Facebook both have. They have tons of information about what we like and what we enjoy, because we give them the data for free, basically. And they are very willingly giving this data in use for advertisers. So we can target people based on what they like. So if I like guitars, then I probably like some pages on Facebook, guitar brands. I've probably Googled about guitars. I've been to different websites that talk about guitars, and both of those platforms have very good information that I like guitars. So whenever you want to do an ad and you say that I want to do interest-based targeting, guitars, because you're selling guitar straps or something, then you probably hit me. Topics. So for example, you want to show your ad in websites that talk about specific topic, so you can define that. So if you have an online store that sells furniture, you can define that your banner ad should be shown on blogs and portals or different websites that talk about home improvement, home design. There's live event-based targeting. So again, all the data we provide the platforms, give them indication on when we're having kids, when we're getting married, when do we have our birthday, and these are events based on which advertisers can target to. So if you have a wedding planning company, you can target companies who are getting married, and so on. Then there's similar lookalike audiences. So if you've defined your audience, you know that works well. You can say ad platforms that, okay, these people I have here, I've targeted, I've shown them ads. Please find other people that are similar to them. And then again, automatically or algorithmically, the platforms go and try to find and show ads to similar people to who you have pulled already. Location-based targeting, show ads in specific locations or exclude specific locations. Retargeting, which I'll have few more slides, showing ads to people who have been to your website, have engaged with the website in a predetermined way. Placements, so you can say that I want to show my ad on a specific website. I want to show my video ad before a specific other video or in between videos of a specific YouTube channel. In-market audiences. This is, I don't know if Facebook has it, Google has it, it's had it for a couple of years. It means that they have a list of different products, services that they can identify what people are looking for. So if I have a travel agency, I can show my ads to people who are in the market looking for a holiday. Or if I sell tires, there's an in-market audience for people looking for tires at this moment. In-market audience for people who are looking to buy a new car. So this is very much in the bottom of the funnel. So people with strong purchase intent. Because again, Google, for example, has a lot of data about what you